Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, happy Easter. Today we will take a look probably on another currency market. So another currency because the gold market was closed on Friday, and actually I did not see something really new that we could add to our previous analysis that we have prepared last week. So mostly the core of this analysis stands the same. What is going on the short-term perspective from the daily chart and intraday charts we already have discussed on Friday. That's why I do not see any reasons to make any update on the gold market right now, and have decided to speak on another currency, and this will be New Zealand dollar. Because on the New Zealand dollar we take a look rather rare. Last time we have prepared the weekly research somewhere at the end of the 2016, so it's rather big. Period has passed since our last discussion. I think we could make an update here. Well, we will start from the weekly chart because it's very important in relation to lower time frames. So on the weekly chart, guys, we see some bearish signs, but at the same time, price hasn't passed yet through the crucial level. That's why theoretically market keeps chance on a possible surprising reversal or something of that sort, although as fundamental analysis, as the sentiment analysis do not suggest such sort of action. I mean any bullish action. So what do we have on the weekly chart? On the weekly chart, first of all, pay attention to the difference of the previous downward action and following upward action. Here we have the collapse down, it's rather choppy action to the upside. Another important moment on the way up, market has broken, as you can see, harmonic swing retracement. So here it has completed, started to move up, again has completed it, but wasn't able to continue move higher. On the way of this downward action, market has broken this short-term trend line. It has retested it twice. First retesting was here, inability to return back above it, drop to the lower trend line. Another attempt to return back also has failed and drop again. So on this dropping, right now market stands even below this trend line as well. But the tricky moment stands around 69 area. 69 is very strong support. Besides of this trend line, we also have monthly pivot support, one major weekly fib level, 69.60 area. And what's more important, this is, guys, actually yearly pivot point. Also, you can see monthly pivot point as well, but market already stands below it. And the major event that should be watching on the weekly chart is the breakout of this consolidation, or better, it's breakout of these lows and monthly pivot support one. If this breakout will happen in the coming weeks, then it will confirm our long-term view as the long-term bearish view on the New Zealand dollar. The market really could continue move lower in the nearest time. If market will survive here and will not create the new low, theoretically it keeps chance to reverse up and complete these areas around 78. Why? Because market here would form the butterfly. Take a look. That could become left wing. That will be right wing if market will able to hold inside of this swing. That's why this area is the key to further action on the New Zealand dollar. As I said, technical background, sentimental background stands not in favor of the New Zealand dollar, because definitely the financial policy of the Fed is stronger than in the New Zealand Central Bank. That's supposed to greatest strength of the United States dollar, this overall geopolitical tensions. The price dynamic on the dairy products is not superb since the starting of the year. So you could watch over it and read some article in our weekly research on the New Zealand dollar. That's why it's really missed the background for upward action. In the sentiment analysis, if you will take a look at the CFTC report, you will see that traders has closed a huge amount of the long positions that have been opened on this upward action. That also is not supportive to to New Zealand dollar. That is what we will be watching for on the weekly chart. But in the short-term period, what we have on the daily chart, those of you guys who are following our videos, you probably should remember this picture. We have traded here short-term stop on the New Zealand dollar not too far ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago was set up here. And daily chart has two major scenarios. First one was based on this thrust down, and actually we have traded here the bread and butter sell. This bread and butter has been completed, and this setup has worked very nice, and right now market stands in upward action. But in the greatest scenario on the daily chart, what we have, first of all, take a look, we have an uncompleted 1618 extension of this ABC top pattern. This market has missed this target just for very small distance. Taking into consideration this acceleration that we have, and that market has dropped below 100% extension target, as it now exists, no respect even has been shown to 100% extension. It means that sooner or later the market should hit 161. That is the bearish background for the downward action. Also take a look that 6850 area will be potential target of this butterfly. You can see. And also, as we have estimated on the weekly chart, that will be also 6870. It's very close to monthly pivot support one. So this will be a rather strong support, and that will be next our destination. It's our target on the daily chart. Next one will be 100 pips lower, and this will be 1618 extension of the butterfly. And take a look, this large AB equals CD pattern. This will be next destination, and that's very important. So, but first, as we have estimated the potential targets here, we need to watch for this retracement on the intraday charts. Because to support our idea, to improve our suggestion, by the price action, market should finish this retracement somewhere inside of this swing and start to move down. So the major thing that we do not want to see is the breakout of this top, because in this case, market will erase the potential butterfly and overall short-term scenario will be under question. That's why market could fluctuate inside of this swing, but it should not exceed it. It would be better if market will reverse down on some significant fib level. That's why on the coming week, we could watch for this upward action. So take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart. As you can see, upward reversal has happened very fast on the words of the Donald Trump that the United States dollar is too strong and so on. That was upward action, but take a look. It has started right from the 1618 target of this ABCD pattern. As soon as it has been completed, market immediately has turned up. Right now, market stands very close to the 70-20 fib level, but it hasn't quite tested yet. And also, take a look on this retracement. It has formed multiple bullish grabbers. Here, here, and here, all of them are bullish grabbers that suggest the taking out of this top. That makes me think that market probably, if reversal will happen, it should form some pattern here. And one of the patterns that could be formed is the butterfly sell. This combination creates the trading plan for the coming week. So in the beginning of the week, we should watch for upward continuation and hitting of the 70-20 fib level, and also appearing of the bearish reversal pattern. If these two conditions will be completed, and we will not see such sort of action here, so if market will show some gradual upward action, slow action, that could lead to bearish reversal. That's what we'll be watching for. If this will happen, in this case, we could turn to our larger picture on the daily time frame chart. So that's our current view on New Zealand dollar, what we have. Other words speaking, we just need to monitor whether the market will conform with the price action, our suggestion of the overall bearish setup, and whether it will follow to our next target around 6850 area. So for that purpose, in the beginning of the week, we need to see when this retracement up will be over, And here we should watch for clear patterns that we have just specified.